Joey Molland, the last of the classic lineup of Badfinger, has passed away. He was 77. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music. Badfinger were a Welsh band formed in the early 60s, and in the early days were signed to the Beatles' Apple Records. They're also known as one of the bands with one of the most heartbreaking stories in the history of rock and roll. After signing with Stan Pauli, a lot of their money seemed to have disappeared. Whether directly or indirectly, it caused two members of the band to take their own lives. First, one of their biggest creative sources, Pete Ham, in April of 1975. He was only 27. And in November 1983, Tom Evans. He was only 36. The drummer Mike Gibbons died in 2005 at the age of 56. And now Joey Molland. As mentioned, he was 77. In November of last year, his longtime girlfriend, Mary Joyce, shared some scary news about a very bad bacterial infection that Joey was dealing with due to his diabetes. Then he was re-diagnosed with pneumonia. By January of this year, they started a GoFundMe page. Their first real album was under the name The Ivies, simply titled Maybe Tomorrow. That was the one without Joey. Ron Griffiths was the bass player. That was 1969. The following year, Magic Christian Music was released, featuring the big hit Come and Get It. Joey was in the fold for the album No Dice. That one featured the hit No Matter What. In the latter part of 1970, Todd Rundgren and George Harrison would produce their Straight Up album from 1971. It was a big record, featuring the hits Day After Day and Baby Blue. They would release one more album under Apple Records. And it was around this time that the band started getting suspicious about Sam Pauli's management. Where was the money? As for Joey Molland, it was a grand career spanning 5 decades. And Joey, like other members of Badfinger, had an appearance on George Harrison's monumental album All Things Must Pass, and the concert for Bangladesh. He was also on John Lennon's Imagine. Molland left Badfinger in 1974. By then, things were crumbling anyway. Molland did record with Badfinger's bandmate Tom Evans on a few projects under the Badfinger name, and has carried the torch for the band since losing his old bandmates. He's always been known as a real talented musician and a good guy, and we featured him on our channel when we interviewed him a few years ago. May he rest in peace. Memories from Badfinger? They really were one of the most tragic bands in rock and roll history. A group of guys who should have had a better shake in music. And as many fans have pointed out, Joey is now with his old bandmates, maybe in rock and roll heaven. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music.